Welcome to Wander Yonder, where we take you to places you never knew you wanted to go. This week we're diving headfirst into the wild, untamed wilderness of Idaho. Yeah, you heard that right, Idaho. Get ready to experience breathtaking natural wonders that will make you question why you haven't booked a one-way ticket to the potato state already. Just kidding, please don't move here. Idaho doesn't need the population boom. So buckle up, grab your hiking boots, or, your most ironic pair of flip-flops, and prepare to have your mind blown, or at least mildly amused, by the top 10 must-visit spots in Idaho for nature lovers. Ready? Let's go. First up, we're heading to Shoshone Falls, affectionately dubbed the Niagara of the West. Now, before you get too excited, just remember that nicknames are a lot like participation trophies. Everybody gets one. Don't get me wrong, Shoshone Falls is pretty impressive. The water cascades down a 212-foot drop, creating a majestic roar that you can hear from like a whole mile away. But let's be real, it's not exactly Niagara Falls. For starters, there's no cheesy Maid of the Mist boat tour, and you definitely won't find any daredevils attempting to go over the falls in a barrel. I mean, can you imagine? Hold my beer, Earl. I'm gonna go ride this barrel over Shoshone Falls and become a legend. Okay, but be careful, Earl. Last guy who tried that ended up in a potato chip factory. Yeah, not exactly the stuff of legends. Next up, we're taking a dip in the pristine waters of Coeur d'Alene Lake. With its crystal-clear waters, towering pine trees, and charming lakeside town, it's the perfect setting for a Hallmark movie. Just imagine, you're a big city lawyer who's come to Coeur d'Alene on a ladies' weekend getaway to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. You meet a handsome, rugged local who teaches you the true meaning of life, and maybe how to chop wood. You fall in love, share a kiss under the fireworks on the 4th of July, and live happily ever after. But let's be real, life isn't a Hallmark movie. You're probably going to get eaten alive by mosquitoes, trip and fall into the lake while trying to take a selfie, and end up going home with a sunburn and a mild case of food poisoning from that questionable hot dog you ate at the lakefront stand. Ah, the joys of nature. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to blast off to Craters of the Moon National Monument. This otherworldly landscape is so barren, so desolate, so, well, moon-like, that you'd be forgiven for thinking you'd stepped onto the set of a sci-fi movie. Just imagine, you're an astronaut exploring a distant planet, searching for signs of life. You come across a vast volcanic landscape dotted with craters, lava flows, and strange twisted trees. Suddenly, you hear a noise. You turn around and come face to face with a squirrel. Yeah, that's right, a squirrel. Turns out even the most alien-looking landscapes are home to some pretty mundane creatures. But hey, at least there's no chance of getting abducted by aliens here, right? Chapter 4, Lava Hot Springs. Because who needs a massage when you can sit in scalding water? After a long day of pretending to be an astronaut, what better way to unwind than with a relaxing soak in some naturally heated mineral water? That's right, folks, we're heading to Lava Hot Springs. Now I know what you're thinking, hot springs in Idaho? Isn't it like freezing there? And to that I say yes, it is. But trust me on this one. Lava Hot Springs is home to a series of geothermally heated pools, ranging in temperature from a balmy 102 degrees to a face-melting 112 degrees. Just imagine you're slipping into the soothing, mineral-rich water, feeling your worries melt away. You close your eyes and take a deep breath, inhaling the sulfurous air. Okay, maybe it's not exactly the most glamorous experience, but hey, at least it's better than getting eaten alive by mosquitoes at Coeur d'Alene Lake, right? Chapter 5, Mesa Falls, where the waterfalls are pretty, and so are you, on Instagram. Get ready to up your Instagram game, folks, because we're heading to Mesa Falls. These stunning waterfalls are the kind of place that makes you want to whip out your phone and start snapping pics like a tourist on a sugar rush. And the best part? You don't even have to be a professional photographer to make Mesa Falls look good. Just point your camera in the general direction of the cascading water, slap on a filter, and boom, instant Instagram fame. Your followers will be all like, wow, you're so adventurous, and I wish I was there. Little do they know you're actually just standing on a viewing platform 5 feet from the parking lot. But hey, who needs authenticity when you have Instagram likes, right? Chapter 6, Hell's Canyon. Deeper than the Grand Canyon. Less crowded than your local Walmart on a Tuesday. Hold on to your hiking boots, folks, because we're about to descend into the depths of Hell's Canyon. This dramatic canyon is actually deeper than the Grand Canyon, but with a fraction of the tourists. That's right, folks. You can experience all the awe-inspiring grandeur of a massive canyon without having to elbow your way through hordes of selfie stick-wielding tourists. Instead, you'll be surrounded by towering cliffs, rushing rapids, and the deafening silence of nature. Just kidding, it's not actually silent. You'll probably hear the sound of your own heartbeat in your ears as you realize just how small and insignificant you are compared to the vastness of nature. But hey, at least you won't have to wait in line for the bathroom, right? Chapter 7. Bruneau Dunes, like being in Lawrence of Arabia, but with less sand in your pants. Next up, we're trading in our hiking boots for some sandals. Or, just going barefoot and heading to Bruneau Dunes State Park. This unique park is home to the tallest single-structured sand dune in North America, towering over 470 feet above the surrounding desert floor. Just imagine, you're standing at the base of this massive dune, the wind whipping sand around you, feeling like you've stepped onto the set of Lawrence of Arabia. You close your eyes and take a deep breath, inhaling the dry, dusty air. Okay, maybe it's not exactly the most pleasant sensory experience. But hey, at least you're not lost in the actual Sahara Desert, right? Plus, there's no risk of running into any angry camels here. Probably. Chapter 8. Hagerman Fossil Beds, where you can contemplate your own mortality while looking at really old bones. Get ready to travel back in time, folks, because we're heading to Hagerman Fossil Beds National Monument. This fascinating site is home to one of the richest fossil deposits from the Pliocene epoch, which was like a really long time ago. We're talking millions of years, people. You can wander through the museum, marveling at the fossilized bones of ancient horses, saber-toothed cats, and other creatures that roamed the earth long before humans were around to mess things up. Just imagine. You're staring at the skeleton of a creature that lived and died millions of years ago, contemplating the vastness of time and the inevitability of your own mortality. Cheerful stuff, right? But hey, at least you're not, actually dead, yet. Chapter 9. City of Rocks. Where the rocks are your friends because you have no service. Get ready to channel your inner rock climber, folks, because we're heading to the City of Rocks. This unique geological formation is a climber's paradise, with towering granite spires, challenging routes, and breathtaking views. Of course, if you're anything like me, the only climbing you'll be doing is climbing into bed after a long day of pretending to be outdoorsy. But hey, even if you're not a rock climber, the City of Rocks is still worth a visit. You can wander through the maze of granite formations, marveling at their strange shapes, and imagining what it would be like to live in a world where rocks were your only companions. Spoiler alert, it would be lonely. But hey, at least the rocks wouldn't judge your questionable fashion choices. Probably. Chapter 10. Sun Valley Resort, where the rich and famous go to pretend they like nature. And finally, we're ending our Idaho adventure in style at the luxurious Sun Valley Resort. This world-renowned resort has been attracting celebrities, socialites, and other members of the 1% since the 1930s. So, if you're looking to rub elbows with the rich and famous while pretending to enjoy the great outdoors, this is the place to be. You can hit the slopes at the world-class ski resort, tee off on the championship golf course, or just relax by the pool, sipping on a cocktail and pretending to read a book. Just imagine, you're lounging by the pool, soaking up the sun, when you spot a celebrity. You make eye contact. They smile, you think this is it, this is the moment my life changes. And then you realize they're actually smiling at the person behind you. Ah, the glamorous life. So there you have it, folks, the top 10 must-visit spots in Idaho for nature lovers. From cascading waterfalls to towering sand dunes to ancient fossil beds, Idaho has something to offer everyone, even if that something is just a good story to tell at your next social gathering. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the Gem State. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments where we should sarcastically explore next.